Okay.
All right. Well, we should be streaming. We should be live. Folks should be able to see us and hear us. And we're back tonight with some first edition Dungeons and Dragons, playing through Temple of Elemental Evil. Our cast tonight, Dion, who you playing?
Hello, tonight Dion, am playing Patty Arquette, the level 5 human barbarian.
And Friendon, who do you got tonight?
I'm the level 8 magic user, level 3 cleric, Grown Wolf. I'm an elf, not on a shelf.
Everywhere but.
Yeah.
He might be on a toilet somewhere.
That's more thematically appropriate.
Richard.
Season's greetings all. I will be playing Tristan, the person who knows where your presents are, and will redistribute them to others if you have been naughty and are less than level 10.
Aha. Seasonally appropriate thief. Oak, what do you got?
Hey, this is Oak. I'm playing Thybor, the level 8 fighter.
And Jeff.
And I'm playing Talina, the alignment challenged druid fighter.
I don't know if it's challenged. I mean, you're just heading a certain way. No repercussions there. So guys, last session, just a mere week ago. How is everyone's memory? What happened? Dion, what was interesting to your character?
Had a weird dream. Other people drank the blood Kool-Aid when I didn't. When I woke up, everyone seemed like they had changed their minds about what we're doing. And so I'm just going along with it. I busted open the seal on one of the doors and we went in after busting open a seal and found like an earth temple, but it's desecrated and abandoned almost. And it's really weird considering the veritable army we faced that's probably down the hall still.
Yeah, true that. True that. Friendon, what do you remember?
Well, I'll first start off by saying desecrated and abandoned. My body truly is a temple. So what I remember is that I conferred with my deity, my third level clericness, conferred with my deity, and she's kind of like a true neutral presence, and she was kind of like, I don't know, maybe go ahead and let it go, because it feels like good's kind of unbalanced here. There's more good than there needs to be. Figure it out was basically what I got out of it. And so I was like, cool. I'm going to go with the flow. And it's a shame that we did have to murder some seals in order to get through the door, but we're there now, and we're doing the thing.
Just club those seals without mercy. Richard, what was interesting to Tristan?
Nothing. I don't know.
Thing.
There were bits and pieces which went on there, and there were sky piranhas which tried to kill us right at the end of the episode, I seem to recall. But, generally, just here for a good time.
True. Oak?
Oh, I seem to remember that Grown Wolf had sort of a control over 4 elementals that were in this temple. And they finally sunk into the ground, which I think did that open up an extra way, or did they just go away at that time?
No, this went away. There were pits underneath each one of them that had a lot of loot.
Yeah, that's where we got a lot of loot. There seemed to be some blood control over those.
Yeah, and didn't we uncover kind of a little bit of beef between the water elemental faction and the earth elemental faction? We found that note, and there was kind of some friction.
Yeah, the ye old times version of Twitter where they just wrote slams to each other on a piece of paper.
So high school.
Yeah. Yep, sure enough. Jeff, how about you?
Conflict, inner conflict, more than anything else. She has the people that she was sent here by, and now she's questioning whether they truly have an idea of what this place is, or maybe they know oh too well what this place is. And they might even be a part of it, considering the backstabbing issues I found out about.
Well, yeah, there is all of that. So you let's see, you left the last session with the sky piranhas after you. Yeah, you were able to fireball them out, if I remember right, which is that's your MOD these days.
Yeah.
When in doubt, fireball it out.
Yeah, I do the same thing in real life, but it's a fireball that's in liquid form.
All right, so let's
Fire
see.
in the hole.
Where are you guys? And then you were just
We
exploring.
were inside the secret passage
We
with
were
the door
Down
over to
here,
the-
right?
Yes. In the
Yeah.
secret passage in 132.
That's right, because you would close the door in the hallway so that you could fireball out the room. The noble giant pregnant centipede died in the conflagration. But yeah, that's where we ended. So 132 is now just smoking cinders. You open up the door to see what's going on. All the flying creatures are definitely gone.
More importantly, did the fireball get rid of the evidence that we accidentally killed our faithful queen?
It's
okay,
just
good,
cinders.
perfect.
Yeah.
What's the military term for that when you have
Collateral damage?
There you
Friendly
go.
fire?
Collateral damage, yeah.
After the fireball, though, that intense heat pretty much reduced everything to scrap, which means that the one item that survived that is glittering on the floor. Looks like there's a ring that survived the fireball blast.
You burned up any sort of Twitter posts that would have been in here.
Yeah.
Now we'll never know what's going on. Oh man.
All right, so I'm tiny. We're still. They had to just crack the door open a little bit for me.
Yeah,
so
you're going to be diminutive for hours yet. You're,
shit!
You're hobbit sized, so that you could sit in the seats in the little amphitheater.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to that ring and which might be more like a bracelet at this point and check it out.
Well, as most magical rings, when you pick it up, it definitely looks like it's going to be huge on you. But as you pick it up, it shrinks down to a size that would fit on your finger.
Ooh. Abandoning all logic, I put it on my finger.
Cool.
Yep. Until you have a chance to study it, you have no idea what it is, but
Nope.
doesn't kill you, so that's something.
No.
We still see him, or is it some sort of
Nothing.
ring of
really,
invisibility?
nothing really seems to have happened to him. So, for your inventory, and again, you can't use it until you've had some time to study it, but it is a ring of shooting stars.
Ooh.
I follow him into the room as he gets the shiny. And I rolled to see if it had magics, and it didn't tell me.
So not only do you throw fireballs now, but large meteors can now come from your hands.
Don't know, then you don't need it to tell you.
All right, so at the opposite end of the tunnel, the corridor continues on. And I'll go ahead and just reveal a little bit more of this. But what do you guys want to do?
I will point out that the people on Twitch cannot see you revealing the thing.
Let's get the map moved
So you're
around.
focused on the area where you can see me, my beautiful, beautiful token, as painted by Brendan. Or rendered. Whatever.
Pooped out, I think, is the technical term.
Okay. I'm not an artist. I don't know about
All right, there you go. All right, so we got Grown Wolf is in the room, as is Patty, Fiber, Tristan, and Talina. All right, so there you guys are, all taking up room. Not to scale. Not to scale. So yeah, talk amongst yourselves. What are you doing next? How badly hurt is anyone?
Slightly. Is anybody bleeding out?
I'm 32 of 80.
Oof.
I'm
28 of
30
34.
I'm 31 of 90.
Oh
Oof.
yeah, so some of you are very well, very beaten up.
We did have potions still, y'all,
You
too.
do.
I don't have any on me, so you just gotta feed them to me.
I think they're in the bag of
grapes.
holding. The ones that are left.
What do we got left?
I mean, From all the numbers that were shouted out there, I have the most hit points at the moment, and I definitely haven't been drinking all those potions between.
Shit. That one session you missed, you were just sitting in back, just
Chugging them
drinking,
all. Yeah.
chugging potions. How many con saves did you do?
Nursing
Jesus,
them.
man. But yeah, I'm not sure how many we had left because I've been mostly in the back and not getting hit, so I haven't had to dip into that.
So who's master of inventory? What do you have? You've got a couple of different types. You got the nasty ones. You got the
I think
nice
we
ones that
ran out
Elmo
of the
gave you.
nasty ones, Bert. I think we ran out of the nasty ones a session or so ago. So we should only have the nice ones left. I think we went through all the nasty ones first, though.
Yeah. I think Patty drank the nasty ones.
Yeah. I do have
Dead.
3 cure light wounds too while we have downtime that I can burn.
Mhm.
So if anybody wants that instead of a potion, we can do that as well.
Well, right now, everything seems to be quiet enough. I mean, the fireballs make a fair amount of noise when they
Yeah.
explode in the rooms, but no one's coming to investigate just yet.
Okay.
Right, there we go. There are the notes. We currently have 4 D8 healing potions.
Okay.
And
48?
Yeah.
48 healing potions.
As you're going through the bag of holding, I just duck goose the other 3 in the party and cure light wounds on Talina, Thybor, and Patty. So if they want to each roll a D8, or I can roll 3D8, you can pick in that order or something.
Just each of you roll a d8. You will be
I'm at
responsible
full.
for your own healing.
Oh, you're at full, then Tristan, if you need it.
Nope.
Okay, then
right
2.
now.
I still have 1 left then. Okay.
Save it
Yes.
for emergencies.
We have 185 rerolls.
No, we don't. We
Jesus.
have 184.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yep.
There,
Remember,
there's
you can
50.
instead of just using them as one-offs, you can spend 4 to get an
4.
automatic success.
Yeah, just take an 8
Oh,
each.
you know
Yeah.
what? You can also use what? 2 of them for healing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And
This
that
gives
counts.
you one of your hit dice worth of healing.
And it
Oh,
counts
We're
your con
invincible
mod,
right
right?
now.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, then I am totally gonna use 4 right now and heal a whole bunch.
I do not judge anyone that does that, so do not think that this is me laying something down, but Grown Wolf will not do that. If he dies in true Dolph Lundgren fashion.
All right, so I heal 29 from that. Cool.
Nice.
That's a lot better than me
Yeah.
guzzling your potions.
Oh, but 1 is so evocative, though.
Yeah.
You said that was what, 4 points to roll 2 dice?
Yeah. 4 is
Yeah, let me
2
do
hit
that
die.
too.
I'm gonna use. You're gonna use 4.
Yeah.
All right, I'm keeping track. I'm gonna use 2 more myself. I think. I'm feeling feisty.
You have a lot of HP and are down a lot. That makes sense.
Yeah.
See, with
While they're
Patty-
doing that, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
I was gonna say with Patty, it's just Conan damage, where he thought it was real bad, but then when he looks at it, it was that bad. It was
I
just,
just spit on it. I hawk a big old loogie and rub the blood away, and there's no wound. It's just gone.
Hey, it wasn't
It's
your
like,
blood to begin with.
It's
That's
It was in my blood.
there you go.
I'm at full.
wow.
Nice.
Okay.
So I while they're doing that, I think I got a wand last game too,
Yep.
didn't I? Yeah, I thought I put that in my notes, but I didn't. I'm sorry, Bert.
Oh, I will have to dig through because I don't.
I'll
remember
check the
which
VOD
room-
then myself, so
Yeah.
don't worry about it. I'll find out. Don't worry about it.
I
Okay.
don't
Was it
remember
the
which room
Wonder
it came
Fairy
out of.
Fire?
43.
What was
Yeah,
that?
Wanda Fairy Fire.
Yeah. there we
Yeah.
It
go.
was okay. Wanda Fairy. Thank you all. Thank you. All right, Wanda Fairy Fire. Oh, you know what? I put in my weapons. I just put it there briefly. That's why I was like, I thought I wrote it down.
Well, it can be used that way, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. Well, still no guards coming. You've got a corridor.
What else is
that
in
runs
this
north
room
and
apart
south.
from ravenous beasties?
There's
Yeah.
some powdered bone now because of the explosive fire charge.
Is it still dark or is
Yeah.
it lit
Well,
here?
I mean, there's still flames eating away at some of the stuff that's flammable in here, so it's not that dark.
Okay.
Was the roof the roof was covered in those things, and was
Yes.
there constellations beneath it as well, like there was in the previous room?
Yeah, well, hard to tell now because it's mostly just a bunch of black scorch marks.
Yeah, because that was a bioluminescent substance
Yeah.
of some sort, wasn't
Yeah,
it? So
but I
that's
don't know
been
how
burnt
high
off.
up it was and how much space the fireball takes up in this.
I
Enough,
figured you did
probably.
center of the room, which had more than enough of a radius to
Yeah.
get all the way up to the ceiling.
Yeah, because the ceiling was close enough that I was able to reach up and get some of it on somebody's shoulders or
Oh, that was a
something.
previous room. This room has got a
Yeah.
35-foot ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hmm.
that'd still be a fireball would eat through
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's
Fireball's
a 40
ridiculous.
diameter.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna put my cloak up that makes me mostly invisible in these areas. I'm also small. I've got a
Uh-huh.
strange ring on my hand, a full tank of gas, and cop tires and a cop engine. So I'm gonna go ahead and poke my head down the hallway just a little bit and see if I see something. The south hallway.
The south hallway. Okay. Well, you can see in the dark, being an elf and all, and it leads to a very familiar hallway. It
Okay.
is one that you've been in before. It's actually the one where there were still some lurking foes that were hiding in wait. With,
Knowles, was it?
bows.
Was it
Yeah,
Knowles? Yeah. Okay.
Knowles.
All right. I walk back and I tell everybody we're on Noltus.
I have
I
no
thought
idea what
we
that
were in
means.
the temple.
And you say that, Tristan, I'm just like, Knowles. This was the hallway with the Knowles.
Oh, and I pull out my my new maul,
Mm-hmm.
and I just kind of wait and just like, do I go last because there's no light, or do you want me to go first if I can have light?
It's either you with light or me without.
I mean, if I bring light, you can also come with, and we can just mow down a hallway together.
Oh, don't forget, y'all have strength too. I did cast strength on y'all.
Oh
Right.
Yeah.
For a little bit longer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we dawdled for a bit,
Yes, you
didn't
did.
we? Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah.
I don't want to dawdle then. I'm just gonna. Should I go south, and should we see if like the area that we were in before is clear right now? If it's the same as this other area we just came from?
We can do that, or we can explore the new area that we don't know what terrors await us. It's up. That's kind of where we're at.
I'm worried that we might get back attacked by the gnolls. So
Yeah, I'm
even
worried
if we
about-
do a quick scan,
Okay.
I'm worried about this over here.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we did go through the secret door, which is now closed. So maybe whatever is coming might not know about that. But we could get back attacked by the ones that we knew were south as well eventually before. So maybe, you know what, Patty, you're right. Maybe we should check out the devil we know and see if they're still around and dancing in the pale moonlight or whatever the fuck.
All right. So, Talina, do you want to light your lantern, your bullseye lantern, and follow it
Will do.
behind so I have light?
Gotcha.
I got a two-hander right now. Otherwise, I'd carry a torch.
All right, so you're going to go down the south corridor. You're leading, Patty.
Yeah.
With Talina behind with a lamp. Then those of you that can see in the dark are you going to stay outside of the light so that your vision works, or are you going to stay within the light?
I'm going to be lagging
30.
behind a fair bit.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to be.
If there's room to lag back and
Yeah.
still be within range to help.
Yep, 30 feet is the limit of the light, and past that you won't mess up your infravision. Okay, Patty. So you go forward, and again, there's this intersection here. The light behind you only illuminates so much, but enough to show you that to the east is a room that has oddly like a portcullis style gate. And beyond it, you see that there's some like pillars in that room. It's very weird to see, the bar style gate not attached to something like on the surface, like a castle gate, etc. But that's what it looks like.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna note that down for in a minute. I'm gonna have Talina. I'm gonna ask Talina to like hold right here at the intersection,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to just walk my way down this hallway.
Okay. So again, you've only
This
got so
one
much
down
light.
this
Yeah.
way.
So when Talina steps where you were, she lights up the rest of that corridor, so you can see it branches out and continues to go south. But there's a northeast crossing there. You continue down this way.
Yeah.
Roll me a D percentage.
Hi,
No, not high
baby.
low. Just roll D percentage. Okay. Everything seems quiet. There, they have the big gaping holes in the wall where that demon, that
Up to
fire
the
demon,
north.
ran through the doors and everything. But otherwise, it seems quiet. You don't hear the sounds of anything. You know that this whole area down here was full of like barracks of gnolls. But right now, you don't hear anything moving around. Just stand for a moment listening. Don't hear anything.
I turn to Talina and I just say, I'll be right back. Because I remember up here was lit before, right?
Yes, still is.
Yeah. So I'm going to head up this way. I'm going to check at the intersection before I cross the street.
All right, so it goes down and it makes heads
but
east.
Nothing's going to try and kill me in visible sight. Okay.
Nothing that you see.
All right. I go
Although,
to this
as you pass that corridor right there,
yes.
since you're a barbarian, attuned to all your senses and everything, there's a horrendous smell down that corridor. Just smell of like things rotting. Just really not good.
Okay. I'll note that. And I get up to this intersection real quick. Just
Mhm.
going to peek down the hallway on the left and the right and see if there's anything there.
Short hallway there with 2 doors left and right.
Okay. All right. So I'm going up into 122.
Okay.
And I think the doors are ripped off
They
of
are.
122.
All the doors are here are destroyed. Yeah.
I'm gonna work into 123 and then 124.
Okay. You see a lot of dead gnolls.
They're dead.
Yeah, the fire elemental kind of exploded at the beginning of the combat, killed a bunch of the gnolls to begin with. So yeah, bodies are still around.
Oh. Did the sleeping poisoned beer get drank any?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
I mean, it's still there.
Yeah.
And none of these gnolls look like they just imbibed and passed out. They're burned.
All right.
Severe burns.
So I'm gonna head back. I see Gromwolf was probably following after me.
Yep.
I almost step on him on the way back, and I stop myself and I kind of walk over him, and I'm just like, it seems clear, but it smells real bad down here.
I was just gonna say, something smells wonderful. That's why I got excited and caught up to you.
Is friend into city boy?
No, he was a country folk actually. He's got some like good fishing and survival-y things.
It just smells bad. That's
okay.
Yeah, it just smells bad. Like things rotting.
So should
Oak,
one of us
and Tristan, where are you? If you can move your tokens down to somewhere around where you are.
Are we not with the group there?
I didn't hear what you were doing. You were staying behind.
Yeah, we're just
light.
staying in. I'm staying in the darkness, just watching for trouble.
I am invisible, and I will be there with Talina.
Okay. Thiber, I'm going to put you just up the corridor from Talina, then just outside the light ray.
Yeah, I got excited by the smell and kind of went ahead. I'm gonna call out for Tristan because I don't know where you are, and I'm gonna say Tristan, in kind of like a half whisper, half room voice. Tristan, you're very sneaky. I want to know what the smell is. I'm very excited about the smell. Can you tell me about the smell? There's a smell.
I eventually hear my name and will come up.
Okay.
I guess.
Tristan's kind of a city boy.
No,
not
well, I mean, Tristan grew up in a cave.
All right, yeah.
And there was a village down the road, so I mean, he went into the village occasionally to buy things.
Yeah, it just smells like rot.
Okay,
it's rot. All right, I mean, I can go take a look, but I don't know what it is.
Well, I think I want to go with, and you're more invisible, so I was hoping you could like be 2 steps ahead, and I could go with you. It sounds very exciting.
I'm gonna produce light. I'm gonna be carrying a lantern so that I can see. Otherwise,
Oh, right.
I don't have your eyes.
All right, I will lag
Give
back
me your
then.
eyes.
I mean, if there was a way I could, I would, but I can't, so I won't.
All right.
I'll stay back then, since you're using a torch. I keep forgetting you're human.
I'll follow behind.
Okay.
Because I'll
Yeah.
just see the light
So,
move past me, right?
The
So I
smell
just
just
kind
gets
of.
really just obnoxious, and what you find is like there's just this very large room that they were just using as a trash heap. Like all the garbage, all the refuse was just thrown into this room.
Smells.
It's just a huge pile of garbage.
I'm immediately in there. I'm immediately interested. I am digging through it, and that is my pain and my.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stab a few of
You
them
know,
just to
any
check
pile
that
of
there's nothing.
garbage can't be there without a knot yug in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as soon as you start going through the garbage, you disturb the 20 giant rats that are layered in here. Let's find out if Brendan is surprised. Just roll me a d6. I know that's not how you do it in first ed, but it's simple.
Okay. An Uno.
Yes, you are surprised. Oh my
Aw.
gosh. Okay.
In fairness, I rushed ahead. This is on me.
Yeah. Sorry, Brendan.
Yep.
Hey, go ahead and look and find out what this horrible smell is. Don't bother to come back and report
Yeah,
it to
he's,
you. No, just
Drone
immediately
Wolf-
ran and jumped there.
Drone
That's-
Wolf is just picking through the piles of garbage, and then he's swarmed by rats. When I say giant, they're not like pony-sized giant. They're like small dog-sized giant.
Okay.
What's your
Okay.
armor class?
2, surprisingly, because
Oh,
of some
okay, so
magic
1,
bracers.
2, 3. Only 4 of them succeed in actually hurting you. The rest of them just kind of swarm over you.
Okay.
So that's not too bad. So 4 of them hit you. Let's see. It's not too bad at all.
Okay. Rolls max damage on all
5
4.
points
No.
of damage.
Okay,
as
okay.
These incisors just bite into you. Yeah.
Okay, that's not great.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do initiative now. Why don't you roll it for your side?
Oh yeah,
And
this is on me.
Is anyone casting? Talina, I assume that you followed at least far enough behind that you know what's going on, and then you start hearing the rats as well.
No, I was still here at the crossroads.
It's at the crossroads. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you hear Grown Wolf cry out.
Oh, it's just
Something's
rats.
going on.
Mhm.
All right. So, is anyone casting Grown Wolf? Are you casting anything?
Yeah, I'm casting.
You're casting. Tristan. Tristan doesn't cast. Never
I
mind.
can't cast. Wrong game, but wrong.
All right.
Yeah.
So they go first.
Cast two-handed
Unfortunately,
sword.
Grown Wolf, you are the only one in here.
Yeah.
Somebody just threw you a bone. There's a reroll on the table there.
Okay.
So yeah, they all attempt to bite you again, Grown Wolf. Ooh, worse this time. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them.
Ow.
18 points of damage. Can you take that?
Oh yeah, I can. I have 5 HP left.
All right, so the rats are some of the smaller ones are going up like pant legs down your shirt. They're just swarming over you.
Yeah.
Tristan, you're close by, so he's more rat than man at this point. He's just kind of outlined in a bunch of fur and tails right now.
Well, at least I know where he is now,
Yeah.
because usually he's invisible.
Uh-huh.
I guess I don't really have anything else other to do than to stab a rat, I guess, because I don't have a. I'm not going to stab the ones which are on him.
Sure.
However,
You just hear me murmur run.
if you
So Grown Wolf, that is going to interrupt your spell, so you're not
Yeah.
going to be able to cast.
Yeah.
So Tristan, what are you doing?
I am stabbing a rat.
Okay, sure.
because-
Stab a rat.
Yeah. All right, rats. I don't like you, and you don't like me. So have this. Hiya!
All right, you kill a rat.
Yay!
You got one stuck on the end of your sword. All right, so your spell is interrupted, Grown Wolf. So
Yep.
you can't take an action, but you can move.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to double time backwards
Yeah, you're just
as far.
so like
yeah.
you're still swatting at rats that are attached
Yeah.
to you. I'll roll randomly to see how many are still on you,
Okay.
but most of them you've left behind. You run out of
Okay.
the room. Patty, I guess you're nearby. Yeah, you're in the hallway there. What do you want to do?
I tagged in as Friendon tags out, and I just run in with the maul and just. I mean, I know this is a swarm, and I can only hit one enemy at a time. But I'm assuming when there's a whole bunch of them coalesce in one solid space, that there's a chance a maul is
Hey,
going to
all I'm
hit
saying
more
is
No,
than
what
you
I'm
have
doing
enough
is
strength.
however many hit points you do, however many it kills, it kills. That's just how I'm gonna do it.
Perfect. That's what we're doing then. All right. Rah, Bunk.
Okay, 16 points of damage. So what is that? That's 4. Okay, yeah. So you smash four rats underneath your maul as Grown Wolf runs by you. So there's a commotion going on down the corridor there. Thiber and Selena, you gonna do anything?
I'll head and run that way.
Okay. Let's see. 10-foot square, so just move your character forward as far as your movement is. If you're double timing it, just double the move. Can you move your character, Thiber?
Yeah, I was just double checking
Yep.
my
Mhm.
movement. So it's 12, so that's 12 spaces, correct?
Yeah. So it looks like you're just right in the corridor at the end of that.
Should be right there.
And Talina, what are you doing?
I did. I moved over
You
there.
moved over there. Okay, so Grown Wolf comes running past you. He is covered in rats.
Which isn't too dissimilar from my normal appearance. Unfortunately, these aren't friendly ones.
Is he
3
close
rats
enough
still
so I
clinging
can
to
just
him.
grab 'em? Can I grab him off of him?
You got like one coming up the back of your shirt collar. One's made his way up your pant leg. One's just kind of hanging out on your shoulder.
Where's this familiar?
So I do have the bloodworm and the cat familiar
Uh-huh.
as well, but yeah.
Yeah, they'll act on your turn. We'll get
Yeah,
and do
yeah.
something then.
Am I close enough to where I can grab one or try to grab some off of him?
Technically, no, because you double move to get
Okay.
there, so no action.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. I guess that's everybody. So, just these things are small hit point creatures. Just tell me what you do. We don't need to go into initiative rounds.
Whack.
You're just gonna
Yeah,
keep
just
splatting the ones in there.
whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole.
Yeah,
Yep.
after you kill a few, it drives the rest of them off. So the only thing you really have to contend with, Grown Wolf, is the 3 that are still on you. Which
Okay.
Your cat immediately goes
Yeah.
after one, scaring it off. The bloodworm, you'll eat one just if you wanted
Okay.
to. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of them just kind of, the other rat's just kind of hanging out. He's not really
Okay.
biting you or anything. He's just hanging out on your shoulder, like, what's going
Charm
on?
him. Charm. Charm
mean-
animal.
I mean, I only have charm monster, which I'm not sure if they count as or if they're more
It's a
beasts.
giant rat. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a giant rat.
Patty,
fair.
once the rats are dispersed,
Yeah.
he's gonna just go to like each large pile of trash
no.
and smash it into a smaller pile. He's just raging out
No.
now, like, nah, they
yeah.
hurt my friend.
I am getting out of that room. So that
Yeah.
it gets splattered, which,
Yeah.
Ready.
uh,
Give me a
I-
trash mimic.
Because now the GM looks up the disease rules.
Oh no.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, we're good here.
While
Yeah,
no
so-
one's looking, I'm gonna cure light wounds on myself. Feel.
Yep. You're pretty messed up.
Yeah.
The one rat will just hop off after a bit, run back to the rest of them.
11's not bad.
you
Okay.
should have crossed growth on your cat and just had it go ham in there with the rats.
So I do have enlarged still. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. That's what I meant to say. I don't. I
Oh.
cast all 3, so that's why. Yeah. Yeah, I had to take that potion to shrink down.
Wait
to
a
that
second,
one
there
room.
are 3 dog-sized rats on you, and you are still diminutive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
small dog-sized rat. Diminutive means that he's like a little bit over 3, almost 4 feet tall. So he's not like tiny.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he had 3 Chihuahua-sized rats on him.
I almost thought it was the Queen of England.
I mean, honestly, it would have been a fitting death in a trash pile. Like, I couldn't have even been mad.
We wouldn't have had to bury him, just leave him.
Light a
They're
match.
amongst my people. Like,
Just light a match so he goes out in a fireball like he always meant to.
All right. Patty and Grown Wolf. Roll me D percentage. This is not a luck
Okay.
check. Just
Oh.
roll me D percentage.
94.
19.
All right. Yeah, you're both fine.
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
But you are covered in just literal crap, Patty. They were using this as a privy, and just all the refuse was just being thrown into this room. And you've been splatting around with your maul, so it's all over the place.
Yeah. All right. Once I'm satisfied and nothing seems to be alive in here, I just leave and I'll pick up Grown Wolf on the way out, and I just use him to wipe my body.
Yeah, because there's no
he's
change
still
for me.
small,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like massively strengthened.
Yeah.
So I just wipe everything off on his cloak that he's wearing. I
It's
just
like a squeegee.
use him like a loofah real quick. I get under the pits and everything. Like I hoist up my leg. There's a sensor bar, and I just right between the crack, and I just set him down, and I go, "Stop that."
You just put the codependency in cologne, I think.
All right, yeah.
Tape
So
barbarian.
you interrupted a pile of rats. Other than that, all that commotion, all that sound hasn't brought any other troops around.
Okay.
So you're not exactly sure where they all went.
I think they're all dead.
This may be the moment where Grown Wolf is like, you know what? I haven't really gotten a lot out of this grossness.
I point straight forwards towards where the portcullis door I discovered earlier was, and I just say, "This looked like a weird room, but there's also more rooms this way. Which way do we go?" Because I'm pointing back to this hallway too.
How much did you explore the rooms over here when I wasn't here?
They were empty.
Not very much.
Everything's
Well,
empty.
they weren't empty.
They were
They were
all
barracks.
dead.
They were
They were
barracks.
all
They're
dead
barracks.
gnolls.
Well, after you were done with them, they were dead moles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite alive when you came knocking.
Okay. Yeah. There were a lot of fucking gnolls that session.
What were those rooms? Well, okay. Do you mind if I go and take a look at those rooms?
Go ahead.
All right. What were these rooms originally meant to be? Were they barracks before as well?
That's hard to tell. You don't know what the genesis of this dungeon is, like what it was for to begin with, but certainly it was converted into a barracks. Hammocks and cots. The hammocks, hammered into the stonework. Lots of a lot of it is burned now, as there was a fiery demon running through here.
Yeah.
But they looked, they were just large rooms. You really can't tell what they were originally used for, but used for a barracks now.
Okay, nothing on the ceiling like the stars before or anything.
No,
like that.
ceilings look perfectly normal in here. I mean, they've got a lot of soot from torches being burned. There must be ventilation down here. There must be, in especially the corridors and higher chambers. Otherwise, burning any kind of oil or wood down here would cause problems.
Meh. All right then.
Yep.
Let's go back to the others.
Yeah, the only thing of interest, I mean, there's still some armor and arms laying around. The armor's piecemeal. If you wanted to pick up a shield, you could. There's spears. There's a lot of spears, actually. Rusty swords, spears for the primary weapon, as were bows. So there are bundles of arrows around if anybody wanted those, but otherwise not really anything lootable.
Hey.
What's Rusty up to during all this?
Probably just he's with me, but he's probably nibbling a little here and there when we run across these things. But yeah,
there's discarded arrows and armor all over the place, so he's having little snacks here and there.
Nice.
He's not gonna fit through the hallway if he keeps eating.
Oh,
He's
it's
gonna be
coming out.
Tarrasque sized.
There's little rusty pockets of little rusty balls running around.
So do we want to keep exploring down like this hallway and down this way? Or do we want to go to foreboding room number 11? I just randomly put a number there.
Hmm.
I mean, we
It
haven't also
seems
explored
like-
everything everywhere else in the
Yeah.
Fari and the Earth area.
Yeah, I'm just saying which way we want to go because
Eh.
I'm sure this is going to loop around at some point.
I'm voting over here.
Over where? I'm sorry, I missed
In
it.
the Earth area to the northwest.
Oh, we want to go up that hallway?
Yeah, because I kind of want to, if this is all abandoned or semi-abandoned, I want to have kind of like a place where we can read out.
Well, I'll say this to Lena.
Those connect.
I didn't see your ping. Sorry.
Well, we don't know. We haven't. I'm just asking everybody. Will we check the?
Yeah, you
that
don't
hallway
know if
maybe
those
had-
connect yet. Yeah.
We got here and here. That should connect. We don't know about that and that. That's leaving stuff behind us if we go back up there.
Well, why don't we try to head north back to the Earth elemental area, and on the way maybe uncover some more map, jot it down, and see where we end up.
Or do we want to uncover everything behind us first? You got there.
I mean, behind us is relative now.
Hmm.
Everything is behind us.
Well, we have like the southern portion of the map we almost have
Yeah,
completed.
metagaming is that we know that it's only so much of the map right here. Just to
Yeah.
uncover.
Unless Bert has another page of map that we
Who
confuse
knows?
us.
Would I do that
But
to you? I'd
do
probably
we-
do that to you.
So what I'm hearing is though we all want to go north, basically.
I'm
No.
easy in all honesty.
Yeah, I
Or at all.
Okay.
yeah, exactly. I don't much care where as long as we
Okay.
go.
All right. What we
I'm
can
down-
also
We're
do,
together.
and this is a thought, if you guys want to take a rest at some point, Fiber and I can just like scout the leftover rooms if there's like 2 or 3 spots, and we can always just do a quick scout. But we have the beefiest HP. We could always run.
I mean, I am literally invisible and
Oh, true.
and
Yeah.
very sneaky and
I
scouty
keep
type
forgetting you're
person.
here. You know,
Yeah, of all
you
the-
gotta
all the
speak
ones
up.
to
I'm
scout, it
putting
would
a
be
bell
Tristan.
on you.
Yeah. I might possibly have more hit points than you at this point. Oh no, you've been healed. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm fully
Whatever.
healed.
Who cares?
I hear
Something could
everybody discussing this, and I'm like, I think I have 2 votes because I'm complicated. It's kind of like a Facebook status. You all find out about that eventually. I would like to maybe check the pillar room or head back north past our secret passage.
Well, let's check the pillar room and then go north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you get up to the bars, and what you took at first to be like a portcullis gate is just actually bars from ceiling to floor. It doesn't look like they're meant to be opened, or if they
Oh.
are, there must be some kind of mechanism. In the room, if you just kind of stick your head through and kind of look around, there are a whole bunch of pillars in this room. I'm going to go ahead and just...
Can our diminutive friends slip through the bars? They.
he might be able to.
How about the humans?
Who has the highest strength right now with the strength spells? I am at a 23.
Yeah, I'm at a 20. So
21 here.
Okay,
shoot.
so 23, it's a 90% chance to bend bars.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to bend some bars, I think.
Yep.
If people
that's
are
what it's
okay
made
with it.
All right, I'm gonna stand back.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll those percentages there, Dion.
All right, I got to get under a 90, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's hoping.
Yeah.
Hey!
You struggle a little, but you force it open.
Opa.
All right.
This room that you're in, or that you reveal here, is it's got immensely high ceiling, so the light that you have doesn't reach all that far up.
Oh, I don't like that.
And then there's these pillars that just go from floor to ceiling. You do see two doors, one at the bottom to the south and west. So like right there, and another one up here.
Okay.
How much racket does bending the bars make?
Not too much, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tybor, can you check the ceiling? It's dark.
Yeah, I'll move the light back, and I'll glance around and see if I can see anything giving off a signature.
So your vision, it's the way it works is kind of limited. So like you can't see anything that would be written, etc. You would see heat signatures left behind, that sort of thing. So you're looking up there. It's slightly warmer. Like the temperature in the ceiling is warmer than it is towards the ground, but you're not seeing really anything else. There's some structures up there, but you can't quite make out what they are.
I'll relay that information. And I'll check the rest of the room as well, not just the ceiling.
Okay. Roll me a D percentage. High or low?
Low.
Okay. You step on a flagstone and it sinks just a little bit. You get that feeling that, oh crap, must have triggered something, and everybody hears the sound of like stone or metal clanging against each other high up in the ceilings, and you wait a beat and nothing really happens.
It's not loud enough to be an alarm sort of thing.
Now,
No.
am I still standing on it? I haven't let
Yes,
off
you're
yet.
still standing on it. So like you step and you feel it depressed, you're like,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Find something heavy to hold this down. I don't want to take my foot off of it. I think I've stepped on pressure plate.
Do I have something? I have
Something at least as heavy as me.
As you guys are looking around for something to put on the stone, you guys hear beautiful singing coming from the ceiling. It's,
Oh, no.
Two-part harmony, at least two voices singing.
Go, la, 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 la.
I collected a bunch of wax in the previous dungeon and vials, and I immediately passed it out to everyone, including walking up to Thybor, like as fast as I can, just like ears, remember.
So while you're doing that, I mean, the singing is it's very good, but it doesn't seem to be having an influence on you in any way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we've been through this before, so.
Yeah, I think I would do that either way, honestly, in fairness.
Don't want to hear it.
But that means I'm probably standing next to Thybor now at this point. I got
Okay.
up to everybody and then to Thybor, in fairness. As heavy as Thybor. How heavy is my bloodworm? Just 8.
Maybe 20 pounds.
Ah, shit. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure of the scale of those. Okay.
Oh, no, too heavy and you wouldn't be able to carry it comfortably.
That's fair.
Now,
That's fair.
Shouldn't there still be some knoll bodies laying around?
Yeah, there's bodies all over the place.
Oh, shit. Okay, great. That's a great idea. Do you say that to us, Thybor? Like, go grab a body? Okay. All right. I'm going to double back. Yeah.
I'll drag a body. I could probably move it faster than you.
Okay.
So I
23
hear-
strength, you just lift one under each arm and
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I do. I come back with 2 bodies, and I move one to you so you can deal with it and do the switcheroony on your own, so I don't fuck it up. So it's your problem. And the other one, I'm just like sitting there for a minute. I don't know what to do, and I just throw the body into the room. I'm just gonna throw it into the room a bit and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
nothing
as I
happens.
see him throwing the body, I immediately try to like get the other one like around
Yeah.
my foot and then step back.
Sure. Yeah, things stay suppressed. The singing, it seems to be moving around the top part of the ceiling. Thybor, you've got people around with you with light now, so it kind of ruins your vision. But you distinctly have the you're catching motion up in the ceiling.
At this
you can
moment-
hear the 2 singing voices are kind of moving around up there.
At this moment, Bert, I'd like to summon monsters too.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. 1d6 of something slightly big for monster summoning 2. So R6. 2 of them, and they're going to be getting here in 4 rounds.
Okay.
You want to re-roll the number or no?
We got a lot of those, sure. I'm like weirdly hesitant with rerolls for some reason. You're right.
Yes.
2.
Eat them
So
like
the gods
candy.
say it's 2, Dion.
Okay.
I rerolled.
It's fair.
Okay, so nothing seems to be happening other than the song continues, and there's some motion up in there. What do you guys do?
Can I sing along?
You want to sing along?
Ooh.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. You sing. Your voice not as accomplished as the singers above you, but they kind of change their tonality a little bit to accompany you in the mix.
I would like to perfectly mimic one of the 2 voices in the ceiling and copy them perfectly.
Okay.
'Cause I can mimic.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So all of a sudden,
Barbarian.
just Patty listens to Tristan sing and is like, Patty wants to try. And just,
Yeah.
I like get done with my
know,
monster
like-
incantation. I just look spellboundingly dumbfounded at fucking Patty. Like,
just
what?
perfectly copying it.
Yeah, so as you're doing this, everybody go ahead and make me save versus spell.
Oh no!
Oh shit! Did you expertly copy spell?
We get any
You
kind of bonus with the wax in our ear?
Yeah. Yeah. Treat your roll as 2 higher.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Me too.
Oh, nat 20 plus 2. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Why?
Shit, Dion. Well, dude, roll 20 is all about chaos right now. It's all nats, one way or the other.
So let's see. Me and Thibor both used one. Should I
Yeah.
try one more
So
time?
you rolled a fumble twice, and then Wolf and I got a critical.
I'm
Twice,
scared of the
yeah.
fumble. I'm so terrified of the fumble. I'm just gonna eat this like candy. At least it's not a horrible fumble.
There aren't fumbles and crits in
No.
I don't
saving
know.
throws, are there?
No.
I'm not taking that chance.
No,
You're
I
so-
get that.
Oh, it's still just that 1 in 20.
So what I'm
Yeah.
seeing here is Talina failed, Patty is still failed.
Yeah.
Everyone else pass?
Yeah.
Tristan?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so really there's no change to anything. You just Patty, you're really enjoying the music. As is Talina.
Can we see that the 2 of them seem like ensorcelled at all?
No, they don't appear to be. They just
Okay.
are enjoying the singing.
Hmm.
Patty
Talina's
especially,
bobbing
since
a
he's
little.
perfectly mimicking one of the voices.
Mhm.
I say to the party, why did we even need that bard for a while?
Because Patty can't do any original work, you see.
Yeah, nor do most popular acts, frankly.
I'm gonna be Britney Spears.
But with spears. It's Brittany who carries spears in this locale.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I implore everyone to back the fuck out of the room until we see what this is and until my monsters get here.
Can I listen to him?
You're
Okay. I back up. I stop singing and I back up out of the room.
Okay.
I keep singing, but back up as well.
So, and the sense is that it's getting closer, right? The noise.
No, it's just moving
No.
around the ceiling, high parts. Of the ceiling.
Okay.
If you wait, eventually, kind of slurping through the hallways, you smell them before you see them. Are 2 creatures. I don't think any of you probably have any idea what they are. They're covered in filth and crap.
Oh, I love them.
Friends of yours?
Yeah, these are my homies. I don't have their names, unfortunately. Hey guys, could you like go into that room and investigate? Can you go up, and I point like up, like I'm asking them to check out the ceiling and see if they do it.
All right. One of them kind of slaps its gelatinous form onto the wall and starts adhering to the wall, kind of
What
creeps
are these?
and starts going into the ceilings.
Like giant
Does
slugs.
Crone Wolf know what they are?
So Bert, you said one does, right?
Yeah, the other one just goes into the room.
I'm gonna cast Charm Monster on the one that doesn't go up.
Oh, jeez. Do you do multiple? Because you've already cast Charm once today.
Did I?
Yeah, that's how you got the giant centipede.
Oh, I thought we rested up top after that. Because
Nope,
remember, it
that
carried
is-
us up.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you still have one Charm monster.
I have one. I have it prepared once. So this is it.
Okay.
Don't want to charm the singing things to accompany
Nope.
us as a new
Nope.
bard?
Way,
Come
way
on.
more interested in the slippy sloppy crap monster.
So it gets a save, right?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. It's
And it negates.
Yeah.
Okay, it negates. Okay, it negates. All right.
So its form being covered in garbage and literal crap, it's hard to tell
Yeah.
what it is, but it seems to have tentacles.
Oh, I love him. So, do we hear any ensuing chaos as this one slips slapping up top?
No. I mean, the song continues.
Oh man. Oh. Okay. Well, that was my plan, everybody, to wait to see if my homeboys could do something.
Tell them to attack it.
But
Send them
we
in the
don't.
room.
So does everyone agree I should tell them to aggress?
I don't like the music.
Or at least go in the room to see if.
Oh,
anybody's
stop
in.
singing then. All right. Bloody hell.
Well, that's what I did tell him, Thybor. I told him to climb up there and try to get close, but it sounds like the singing thing didn't like engage after they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't
Uh,
tell them to attack, just to go and
No.
go look. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to see if something would attack them, frankly.
Tell them to attack. See what happens.
Okay, I just yell, everyone, that singing thing wants to clean you off and make you spotless. Attack it.
Okay. In which case, Talina and Patty, the singing voices call out for help, and you must help them.
Oh.
I hope you can climb sheer surfaces because those slippy slappy boys are up there.
All right. So what do you do? Someone that you care about is in danger and is asking for help.
I'm coming, pretty ladies. And I just bowl into the room and like I go to jump and climb the wall and then like I just land
Yeah.
flat against it. And just
I think you
Can
can, I think you actually can climb as one of your barbarian things.
yeah, kind of.
And
let
you're
me
very
check.
strong.
Leaping and springing. I don't have climbing for specifics.
It might have been one that you had to choose the terrain, but there are
yeah.
pillars you can climb.
I mean, I had climb walls.
Yes, you do.
yeah.
But you're not enchanted unless you fail.
No, but I was just wondering if that is why. Oh no, 'cause I was just gonna say that is why barbarians don't have it, but then barbarians can do everything. So
Yes.
yeah.
Can I climb sheer surfaces?
No, but you do have anyone can climb. Thieves can
Yeah.
climb surfaces that don't have really much in the way of handholds.
Yeah,
So you can grab one
I
of those
have climb
pillars,
walls.
and then you do.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's it then. Go ahead.
I did.
Yeah.
I passed.
All right. Patty is just climbing the walls like Spider-Man.
I'm just Assassin's Creeding this. Just...
It's dark though. You have no idea what's up there, so you're just climbing into the darkness. Talina,
Yep.
what are you doing?
I head in there
Okay.
Mhm.
and I'm trying to think of what to do when I'm in there, though. I have no real way to get up there or do anything. Let's see real quick.
Well, one of these creatures, these poop creatures, is on the floor. It hasn't made it to the
Yeah.
ceiling yet.
Okay. Well, so they call. They say, "Come and help."
Yeah, they are asking for aid, for help.
All right. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. So Talina's gonna come in to where, like, near where they are. You know, where they are up above, and she's gonna cast Stone Shape
On
and
what?
shape her way up there. You know, the
Oh
little
yeah,
hang.
you're making handholds to climb.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Do
Okay. Yeah, you do that. You start heading towards the ceiling again. You can't see in the dark, so there's no real light source up here. Although you were carrying a light source.
Yeah, she had
And
a
so
lantern.
yeah, so if you're shaping the stone around you, kind of like an escalator, bringing you up. So what you see is the singers are harpies.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and they're both struggling against one of these poop monsters that most definitely have tentacles that are slathering about, muck dripping off of them.
You know, Bert, monster summoning is a shit job, but somebody's got to
Yeah,
do it.
someone's got to do it. So we'll we're not going to go into rounds just yet.
Okay.
Now that there's light up here, Patty, you can see your friends are being attacked.
So
the pretty ladies with
I
bird
see
bottoms.
them. Do I see them and visibly recognize them as allies?
Yes.
Okay. So I like scream down to the others. I go, "We gotta help the pretty ladies. They're asking for help." And I pull out one of my spears,
Okay.
and the one that's engaged,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to. If I miss, do I hit the other one?
Depends. Well, let's go
Okay.
ahead and roll it, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Let's yeet a spear. Boop.
Okay, you hit. Your spear kind of it just kind of makes this kind of splurt sound as it. The creatures are a little rubbery, but it does penetrate and does it some damage. And this green, smelly ichor starts coming off of the spear. It turns and it flails around and heads towards you. But you have saved the pretty lady. Talina, so like you're up there, you see them flying around. They're asking for aid. Those of you on the ground, the door at the far end of the hallway here opens, and it looks like some things are peering around to see what's going on.
If I see that and I see that my compatriots are attacking my summoned monsters, which is very strange, I'm gonna yell, "Disengage! Go for the door! Attack that!" and hope that they no longer seem like threats to my friends. But at the very least, maybe they'll get away and attack something else.
Okay. So before it
Talina's
reaches
gonna
you,
go
Patty,
back up.
it drops from the ceiling, kind of splats on the ground, and then quickly,
like a wet turd.
Yeah, but a bunch of tentacles kind of erupt below it, and it just flings itself across the ground into the door, just pushing aside whatever's in there. And there's the sound of combat as the second creature goes in after it.
Oh God. That's gross.
Yeah. So one of the harpies kind of flutters down so that she perches next to you, Patty. Kind of looks at you. Very bird-like with its very human face.
Mimicking her. Just staring.
Yep, it seems interested in you. It reaches out a clawed hand and kind of strokes your hair.
I reach out and I pat her back.
Okay, yeah. Harpies are not the cleanest of creatures. So your hand's like full of like gunk and oil and a bit of refuse.
It's like touching growth.
You would like my friend.
Gronov would be like, "Nice to meet you."
So the battle is over. You don't feel the need to protect these two anymore, but you do feel kind of a kinship towards them, maybe.
Yeah, I mean they were in trouble, and
Yeah.
I didn't know what that thing was. I'm just there, and
Yeah.
just starting a conversation if you want. I mean, she is a druid. I mean, these
Mhm.
aren't,
What are you
like
two doing? Leave those things
I
alone.
ask her. I ask her if they are prisoners here.
Oh no, as she'll converse with you just fine. You find a language in common if she can speak common if it comes to that. No, they're imprisoned here. No, they sort of. They can't leave. They have roosts and nests up in the ceiling. So what the trap did was triggered a door that their nest was behind it. Their dens were behind it. The door just kind of falls open when you triggered it, so they can come out. They're kind of guardians in this area. They get fed if they help keep those that aren't wearing priest robes away from this area.
Do I hear this?
They're not trying to be quiet, so sure.
We gathered a lot of those robes. I'm gonna walk over to Tristan and be like, put the fucking robe on, put the fucking robe on, and try to disseminate them to everybody that is not currently engaged with the harpies and enchanted climbing up fucking walls.
I am not wherever you have wandered over to. I am over by the other door, so that if things come out of there from the other attacking, that
Guess it's
sounds
just be smart.
So you are talking to thin air at the moment, which is great.
Yeah, which honestly might be the thing that I would do because you're invisible. So.
Well, if you're doing that, Richard, this door also does open just a crack, not as much that anyone else really notices it. But if that's where your character is, and your character is invisible, so when it opens, you're looking at they're ghouls.
Oh.
They're kind of
And
looking out to see
and the
what's going
tentacly
out.
thing is stopped. Attacking is dead.
Oh wait, you went to the south or to the north? Sorry.
I went to the one wherever the tentacly monsters went.
Oh, okay,
to
yeah,
attack
no,
things.
they burst into that room and they're fighting the ghouls that are in there.
Right, and I am standing beside that door in
Okay.
case any of the things come out to attack us.
Sure.
Nice.
Okay.
And
You're also going to get a good look at the room too while you're standing there. Let me open it up a little bit here. So it's a fairly large room, and there is a door to the west. Yeah, and it just looks like a den. There's piled up dirt here. There's like a hole in the floor, maybe where they live. You've seen ghoul dens before, actually. So, yeah, you ran across one in the Slaver series we played not too long ago.
I'm gonna try and convince the harpy to come down and meet my smelly friend.
Yeah.
Talina will also talk to him and say, we have gold if you're interested for your nests, and if you don't want to leave, maybe we can get some information because we're just wandering here trying to find our way about. Maybe you could help us in a sisterly fashion. She says she's trying to play the whole sisterly thing.
Sure.
Because, and she's more than willing to offer them gold. It's really, gold's not too much to her.
Do I get the sense that Talina is like trying to smooth things over by overhearing this conversation?
Yes, they're speaking in common, so you guys can understand this.
So I'm gonna walk up to Talina and the harpies and be like, "Hey, wait, misunderstanding. I think we actually kind of want to release and help this temple. We're on your side. We're just outsiders that don't have like an in yet. So who's paying you to do this? And can we get an intro?"
Yeah, just the priests. They feed us. They bring us food. They bring us mates. And in return, we just protect this area.
Mates. And Patty blushes.
The one still stroking your hair.
Yeah. So, when do these priests usually come? And I realize we've got a fracas going north of here, which is that usual? I feel like there's so many questions we have for you.
There are other guardians. Those are, she has this look in our face of kind of disgust. They only come out if we fail. but
Yeah.
it's where, and it's just kind of the shrug. It's like, but we only attack those that are aggressive. You know,
So if
seldom
we put on
do other than the clerics come through here, and when they do, they often attack. You didn't.
So
Yeah,
if we put on the robes, will the other guardians not attack us?
They're not very smart. They'll identify intruders by those that aren't wearing the robes. If you put the robes on, you can get past most of those defenses.
Can Tristan hear us from where he's standing?
Yeah. Well, no, that's a pretty long distance.
Okay. Shit. Because
Tristan,
I
you
know
can
we put
hear
them all in the bag of holding.
little bits of conversation, going on. Like, if he looks
Okay.
back and you see that you're all talking, but really can't make it out. Tristan, the ghouls are getting badly damaged, but they're also giving as good as they're taking. But combat continues.
Who's in charge of the bag of holding? Who?
Tristan.
I'm carrying it.
Okay, because that's I said, well, we have gifts for you, but our friend has it, and he'll be here in a minute. But I just continue to compliment them about their singing, and we can sneak in questions in and amongst those. And are there particular songs they sing, or just
they mimic songs too. So the songs that they were singing were some of the hymns, and occasionally they'll hear the choir from the clerics, and so they were mimicking it.
Can you teach me your songs?
The ones whose voice you were mimicking earlier is the one that's with you right now. It's like, well, you did just fine. You did just fine earlier. Beautiful voice.
Only if I can hear it first.
Continues to pick
you
like
helped
lice out of
me.
your hair and eat it.
like a little monkey,
Yeah.
like
Patty
picking the
doesn't
nits.
mind. Yeah. Patty's like, this is interesting. Like a monster who doesn't want to hurt me. Like, okay. Like,
Overhearing all this, I yell, "Yes, we have a friend who carries all of our spoils that can definitely help us give you gifts."
Like most parties, you entrust all the riches to the thief.
Yeah. We're very intelligent. What? Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a battle going on here, and I don't know whether
There
giving
is.
gifts or watching to see the outcome of the battle is more important. But I
Right.
guess if they're shouting at me, they must want me. So I'll go over and, give out gifts. Ho, ho, ho. You
It
and
is.
a good luck.
Yeah, they're interested in anything
Yeah.
that's shiny, basically. Doesn't really matter what
Saint
it is.
Tristan? Saint Tristan.
By the time you turn away from the door, though, the battle's over. Grown wolf, one of your creatures, comes limping out, missing several tentacles.
Aw. I pat it on the head and I say, "These are no longer a danger," even though I have no idea if it knows what I'm saying or not. And Tristan, do you make your way over then, or at this point?
Yeah, I'm coming back to
Okay.
everybody else.
I yell, "We need the robes. We need the robes, and we need shiny objects of dubious great value."
Let's see what I've got in my sack. Why, it's a load of coal for everyone.
Shiny
Sparkly.
glass. Shiny glass.
All right, well, I mean, yeah, whatever we got in there. I mean,
Tristan,
just carrying it. It's,
I feel Tristan's more of a Krampus than a Claus, so
I'm more likely to distribute it out to the poor and
Yeah.
needy than anything else.
yeah, I'm sure you've got some fairly, worthless trinkets in there that are still shiny and interesting. So yeah, you can.
The aluminium foil.
It's a bumper for a '57 Chevy. Here you go.
We've got 4 silk bolts, which they could use to feather the nest.
There you
with.
go.
So yeah, here you are. Look, I mean, why are we doing this? What did I
Well,
miss?
We make a
Very
presentation
friendly.
of the bolts. We like bring them out. And, ooh.
Yeah,
look.
yeah.
I pull Tristan aside because it's funnier that Patty of all people do this, and Patty just pulls him aside and goes, "So we found out," and he's talking perfectly normal right now, like a normal dude who just got out of his 9 to 5. So like we met these harpies, and like they're kind of cool, but like they only attack if they're attacked first, and they We'll only attack people that aren't dressed up like the priests. And like same with all the other monsters. They'll think we're the priests who like pay them and feed them, so they won't attack us. So we needed you to give us the robes so that we can do that. And then other things won't attack us as we're dressed like the priests. And these harpies are kind of cool, so we're giving them a gift for giving us the info. And obviously we got to find these priests so that they can hire us so we can become evil. I mean, what? Patty, stupid. And I walk away, go back to the harpy.
Oh, I
I
was going to
love
say, I
the
lean
idea.
in close and say, thank you for teaching me your magics.
I love the
Oh, yeah.
idea that it's not that Patty's dumb, it's that you're in such a rage all the time that it takes being charmed by these creatures to finally be like, okay, sorry for harshing everyone's calm, got a nice cucumber spritzer, and we're figuring it out.
The other thing that
Patty's
happens,
from the Midwest. We different.
Grown Wolf, roll me a d6.
Okay.
Oh, we like to find out their names too.
There is something not right about the wall a little further in here.
Okay.
Just your elven.
Yeah, my elven chance at finding stuff. Okay, while I'm wandering around and I'm listening to Patty and confused, I lean against the wall and maybe something shifts. Just elven look.
So they'll tell you their names, but it's a series of clicks, clacks, and yeah. They speak
mimic it
common, but
perfectly.
their names aren't translatable. So there you go.
Okay.
They're called
Okay.
Harp
Like it
A and Harp
perfectly.
B.
Oh my
Harpy
God,
and Harpy.
Harpy.
There you go.
I don't mean to harp on it, but I could hear your harpy from outside.
Oh, hey.
That's definitely a concealed door there, Grown Wolf.
Okay.
When you get a little closer to it.
Hey, the things they were killing were ghouls, just in case we see any other ghouls or anyone's got
Oh.
anti-ghoul technology or something.
I hate when they lash out like that. It's a real goulash.
I put the priest robe on me, but I'm so big it kind of just looks like a priest poncho.
I was
Yeah,
picturing
so-
out the one that's a little too tight. It's like
Yeah.
right. It's like only goes down to just below the knees and about mid forearm.
Yeah, I
tight
give
across
like
the chest.
just the right amount of chest hair. Like,
So in fairness, Grown Wolf absolutely ties his like a crop top, and he's just kind of.
Oh man.
Kind of like that scene in Conan, the last scene when Conan does the cult. The cult.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I ask I asked the harpy that's taken interest in me if she'd like to travel with me deeper into the temple.
No, she has
Oh.
eggs.
You
Oh.
protect your precious children, and I will come back to see them when they hatch.
I
Babies
asked.
are a gift.
I asked the harpy. I'm like, hey, I found a door here that was concealed. Do you know if there's anything bad over here that I have to worry about?
Oh yeah. She nods. It says the creatures, the dark creatures that live beneath the ground, that work for the clerics of the temple. The more powerful of the two are there.
Do you think it'll be a problem now that we're dressed like this?
The two there are smarter, but maybe fine.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't bother then for now until we can make some contacts. Thank you for providing that information. Is there anything we can do to help you with your eggs?
Ooh,
Got a frying pan.
how did you get in
Somewhere.
How did we get in? So from a top side or into this room?
to the room? There's bars.
I
Oh,
opened them.
We're very strong.
Oh, they're very happy about that. That's what was keeping them in here.
Oh.
I go and I tear the rest of the bars out of the
Yeah.
doorway, and I
We got
deliver the
rescued,
bars
too.
to them as a gift. You are
They're
free
shiny.
now, my beauties.
Yeah. And we can give them a few more gold pieces or whatever for their kids, and here,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they- but hey,
I love this.
I'm
Don't
gonna get
give
a
all our
harpy
coin
wife.
Yeah, I'm not charmed, so I'm like, yeah, we don't need to give the coin away.
Yeah.
They're free to-
Yeah. The silk was fine, everybody.
The electrum, the electrum and the copper.
So eventually, the wounded garbage monster will go away.
Yeah. I call out as it's finally wandering away, like, I barely knew you, but I love you with all my heart.
What was that?
What do they call
Done?
the poop monsters that live in sewage dumps?
Otugs?
Yeah.
Oh, like
Yeah.
Otyugh?
Yeah.
I always
Otugs.
call
Oh
it
my
oat,
god.
Yeah.
So my animal of closest alignment, probably, in terms of yeah.
So yeah,
That's
what do
I
you guys want
figured
to do?
was gonna
So
attack you out of the refuge.
this door where the battling went on is opened. Doesn't sound like there's anything else going on in there right now. This door down here, unexplored, even though I opened it up because I misunderstood Richard.
Oh, right. So before we go further, I'm gonna actually try to see if I can like spike shut that secret door, knowing there are bad things there. Like, does it look like it slides or rotates like that one? Like, is there anything I could do?
I tell you what, just make me an intelligence check. And did
Okay.
anybody put on the robes or not?
I did
I
for
did.
sure.
Yeah, Cyborg's got one on.
Okay.
I put them on.
It sounds like we all thought that was a good idea.
And I don't know how
most
effective
What's
that
going to
success.
happen? We're going to go to the enemy faction, and we're going to be wearing the wrong robes.
So it looks like this is not meant to be open from this side. But that does
Oh.
mean that you can jam it closed so it can't be opened from the other side.
Okay. I'll do what I can then. I'll do what I can. If there's, I'm trying to think of how that would.
Well, you can just jam some wedges under where it would
Okay.
normally open, and that would keep it from being open from the other side.
Okay, cool. Okay. Well, in that case, that's exactly what I'll do. Yeah.
And when I have it again, we can always stone shape these things,
Mhm.
No, that's fair. Yeah. Okay. So do we want to check out the battle with the ghouls, or do we want to go south to the new room?
Yeah, let's have a look through the dead room just in case there's something in there. I mean, we
It's
don't have to
already
face it.
open.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just
Yeah.
check it out.
So what's not opened is this kind of a door
Oh, the
right here.
Okay.
The rest of the room, though, it looks like it was once just like a monk's chamber. Very simple cot, very sparse surroundings. There's still some robes on the wall, but it's now covered in just filth. There are bones and rags just piled in the corners. There's a broken chest in the northwest corner. It's got little
Okay.
bits and bobs in it, brown and tan garments. There's a few copper pennies in there, a little bit of silver as well. But again, it looks
False
like this was just a
bottoms.
very humble abode at one time for
Okay.
monks.
Check
Nothing
for
on
false
this.
bottoms on the chest.
What about the chest?
False bottoms.
It's completely broken. Like it's been shattered. So like you can peek
Yeah.
through it. There's some coppers and silvers there, but really that's it. It's just poor man's chest.
Do we have any cure
92
light
silver,
Cure
108
light
copper.
wounds.
If people are counting it out.
Are we going to keep this
detect
money?
Detect magics to throw out.
We could either keep this, I whisper, because I don't want them to hear, or this is like low quality enough coin that we could just kick this to the harpies and sweeten the pot. It's up
Exactly
to
why
you.
I was asking. I was going to not write it down and just say, here, have
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tristan. I think like we didn't want to give them anything good. We have a couple compatriots who are ready to give them the farm. I say we smooth things over, and I immediately just take it and I go, "Yo, harpies!" and I toss it over our shoulders.
Oh yeah,
to the other.
shinies. They will descend and
shiny.
start pulling shinies.
You
Yeah.
start pecking them off the ground like chickens.
Okay, so there is a door to the bottom, to the southwest of this room, right? You said.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'll go to the door. I have the priest robe on. I feel like I'm good. Patty walks up and just very, very nonchalantly knocks on the door.
Okay. You actually hear some rustling, but nothing answers.
I'm a new priest coming in. And I just open the door and I'm just like, I'm new here. All right.
So it's a short corridor, and just as you open this door, the door at the end of the corridor slams shut.
Hello.
I whisper to Patty because I imagine I'm pretty close because I was in that room. It's just performance anxiety. They got a little scared. They didn't want to attack yet. They went away. It might be their first time trying to attack someone.
But I'm wearing the robes.
Drew, I
They
say
should
push
know
on.
They should know I'm harmless.
Yeah,
And I kind of. So they went into another room further in.
Yes.
yeah, right here.
I'm gonna knock on that door.
I encourage you to push on, and then I step back.
I knock on that door very politely.
All right.
Hello?
What language are you speaking when you? Just
Common.
All right. So there's a voice that kind of croaks from the other end. Go away. We don't want trouble.
I'm a new priest and I need directions. I kind of don't. I'm new here. I'm
What's the third
sorry.
catechism? Catechism.
That's a lot of numbers. I'm
Go
not
away!
very
Go
smart.
away!
Please, I just need to know where the other priests are. I want to get better.
They stop
You know,
talking
being an
to you.
evil cult, I like the idea that they learn cataclysms instead.
Yes, cataclysm. Yes. What is the third cataclysm?
I kind of, okay, I won't bother you anymore. I'm sorry. The pretty ladies said you guys were cool.
Yes.
I leave.
I tell you what, I will be fair, though you are bumbling this badly. I will be fair and allow you a charisma check.
Ooh, here we go. Here's my time to shine. Yeah, no.
I didn't
No.
expect that to go well.
I have a charisma of 6.
Yeah.
He's just playing with stupid.
So I hear your attempt to like trick them that we're priests go wrong, and since I was close by, I offer. So I'm not one, but I'd like to meet them because we have aligned interests. I'd like to meet the priest of this temple because I want to offer assistance.
Look elsewhere. There are no priests here. We just leave them be.
Oh, who are you?
Do you guys want some null bodies to munch on?
We've already got some. We'll take more.
Okay, I'll bring a couple. I'm sorry again. And I shuffle off while you talk to them and I go get a couple
The dungeons
more bodies.
here are deep and extensive. There are places and rooms that are unused. We've just moved in. It's kind of nice here.
What are
Just
the
leave us alone.
taxes like? What? How bad are the taxes if you just moved in? What's
Just-
property tax?
Yeah, we just attack those that aren't the clerics, and they leave us alone if we do that.
That doesn't sound bad. It sounds honest. It's like the barter system. I like it.
No HOA.
Yeah, the crime rate here is awful, though.
You know,
I have
I'm
my
getting a
ornaments
sense of
stolen
that.
all the time. You know, we just put out an inflatable Santa, just gone.
I hear some really asshole adventurers just like blew up half the dungeon in another spot. It's good. The crime rate does seem high.
It's left behind a lot of edible bodies. Look, we really don't want to have to try and kill you. And we really
We don't want
have to
that either.
die.
What do they have you protecting over there? It sounds like it must be important.
Nothing really. These are empty rooms we just took over. I mean, you know, there's stuff all
Oh.
over the place. Look, what do you want? I mean, there's some shinies in here. If you want them, I'll throw them out.
How about we
Leave
trade
us
for
be.
some no snacks?
Come
we
back
can get
with
them
the 2
ourselves.
bodies.
Yeah,
I brought 2 bodies.
All
I'm
right.
gonna leave
So,
them
Is
outside the
anyone
door.
near the door yet? I mean, this is
I think I am.
before
I think
Patty.
I
Okay,
am. Yeah.
so it'll open just a hair, just enough for something to be thrown out into the hallway. He's like, "No, go away."
I'll leave
thank
the
you.
bodies right here, and I lay them in front of the door.
It's a large gold cup that was just thrown
Oh.
out into the hallway.
I say thank you for the shinies. We might like give them. Have you met the Harpies? They moved in next door. They're really nice.
Yeah, they're all right.
The barred door is open, so you can get out further into the dungeon if you want.
Oh, we've got ways to get in and out.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
So we're like an elf and a human and a half orc and I give him the rundown. I'm like, what are y'all?
Not your kind. Go away, please.
Okay, cool. Thanks for the shiny bodies out here. Don't attack. We're wearing the robes. See you later.
I drag Grown Wolf out, and I'm just like, they're ghouls. The heartbeat told me.
Oh, more ghouls. Oh. Okay.
We have another room to look, so I think, yeah, we should check the south room.
Okay.
South room. As you're getting closer, the door closes. It was open slightly, watching you move in this direction. The door closes.
I see the door close. I go, I'm wearing the robe. And I walk up to the door and I knock on it.
Robe.
Yeah, the door opens actually.
Hello?
Yeah, so it's a ghoul who's opened it. Just, really ratty clothing, wearing cast-offs that he likely found. Bits of him are, very rubbery looking, very gray and lumpy. He looks at the door and says, yeah.
How
Grove
are you doing?
Grove should carry like a little notepad, like you guys are inspecting. Just checking.
I do a lot of rubbing, so I definitely have that stuff.
A clipboard will get you everywhere in a dungeon.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
saying.
How are you doing? He just asked that. He panicked.
Well, fine until your pets murdered our friends over there.
I'm sorry about that. We panicked. Listen, we're trying to become friends with the priests, and things have been really weird because people don't understand that. And I just want to know where I can find the priests so we can go be their friends too, and we can all.
This place is lousy with priests. I mean, he points at your robes. They made a deal with us. They provide us meat, dead things to eat.
Oh, there's a couple nobodies around the corner.
These caverns are a good place to live. Recently, more humans and others have come down.
So rumor has it that there's gonna be maybe a seal unbreaking happening. Not that we were responsible for any of that or anything. And when it happens, chances are there's gonna be some goodies coming down, and might be good eating.
All right, so I'm gonna drop the role play for a little bit here and just give you what the ghoul knows.
Okay.
Essentially, the place, the lore. There were 4 elemental temples down here for each of the evil elementals that had their own body of clerics. They are at war with each other. At least that's what it seemed like. They were the primary motivator of the place. Encouraged them to have little internecine fights with one another just to see who the strongest were, right?
Understood.
That's been dormant for a while, but lately the elemental clergy have come back.
Okay.
Over the last several months. But outside of them, there are many creatures that are just living here. It's a wonderful place to just set up shop. A lot of them are just living here, and they've made deals where they can, those that are intelligent enough to do so.
Does he know what the fire demon was?
No idea. No.
He doesn't know.
No
Okay,
idea.
cool. I was waiting for him to be like, yeah, that was one of the guardians of the temple. They're great.
He will tell you, though, that those that worship the elemental fire are the weakest of the group so far. Fewer of them are here.
So when they offer that, I counter by asking, so we're wearing robes right now. Which faction do these belong to?
The one we made a deal with.
We're just testing you.
The one we made a deal with.
Okay. And do attacks against them seem to occur around here fairly often now?
They attack each other. Different
okay.
groups will attack one another. Most of the rest of us that are living here stay out of it.
That makes sense. Okay, thank you so much for your help.
We could be a new group, actually.
Which element do you suggest we represent?
Well, we've got
Uranium?
no. We've got most of the Captain Planet rings figured out. What we don't have figured out is love. We need to be loved. I have familiars, which is like the pet monkey.
Yeah, we have Harpy allies. Hey.
It's Heart.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be Heart. You're the murder hobos of Heart.
We're with Heart. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we all just going to be carrying a heart on us all the
Yes,
time.
we took it literally. That's why
Yeah.
we're murder hobos, Tristan. Is we all have hearts. Yeah.
So that's the lowdown, is that there are a lot of intelligent demi-human and creatures about that have kind of just made a truce where they're able to. And the intruders are actually these elemental clerics that have just started showing up again over the last several months.
Okay.
Very much.
Okay.
You're breaking up,
making
Jeff.
them do.
Jeff, you're
No, I
breaking
said
up.
very
You said-
Oh, I said they're very Machiavellian.
Yeah. Yep.
I think the ghouls are snacky Avelian.
Just
Oof. Ooh. It feels like a
Toss
minus
Wolf in there
1,000
for,
bits
here,
to
you
me.
can have this one.
All right.
All right. Well, I think
No.
we should get deeper into this temple and find a priest.
but
You
we could
since
play
you're
them
treating with
against
them
each other.
since you're treating with them honestly, they will also give you a heads up. that
Okay.
This first level here is populated with mostly things you can reason or bargain with. It gets worse though the lower you go.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, thank you so much. That's quite helpful, actually. I hope you realize that it was an accident that those trash monster things attacked your friends.
Yeah. Accident.
Well, there's some barbecued sturge about 7 rooms down. You can.
Yeah. How do you like fricasseed rat?
Oh, too much rat.
Oh,
Too
fair.
much rat. Well, the good thing about their struggles against one another, though, that there's plenty of bodies around, plenty of food.
And they know. I told them.
Yep.
All right. So Patty's gonna turn to Grownwolf at this point
Mhm.
and go, "Do we really want to go through this entire dungeon just to get a job?"
Well, so I think this is I turn to everyone. I'm like, this is a question we need to pose to the group.
Yeah,
We-
this is, you've needed to have been asking yourself this for a while. So
Yeah,
go right
yeah.
ahead.
Like we had our encounters, right? Each of us seem to have been gifted an experience of sorts based on what everyone's told me. And my understanding is my deity would be pleased if I helped it along. That doesn't mean I have to, because they were kind of meh about it. I could probably just step away and fulfill that, but how do the rest of you feel? I'm kind of down to go as far as it makes sense for my own personal well-being.
I don't see
mean-
the spreading of it.
Do we need to do anything in order to help open it up further?
I don't know, honestly.
You guys kind of do.
Break
The
the
seals,
seals.
the seals have to be broken.
Okay.
Right, but do we have any idea how to break the seals? I mean,
Well, I
do we break the
killed
seals
the-
just by smashing open the door or not?
I killed the
That's what I was
fire
wondering.
thing, and the fire seal was gone.
So you think that you need to
Oh.
kill all of those? Yeah, maybe. I mean, that could just be coincidence, but probably
Mm.
not.
Every seal has a guardian. You kill the guardian, you bust the seal.
Do we know what the other seals are? I mean,
Elements?
They were on the door, but then we blew the door up. They
Kinda
might be
my
on the other
thing.
doors. The other doors might have them. I don't remember.
yeah. I never got to see the doors because I was
I
pushed
mean,
away
Jim
from the
Morrissey
door.
died so young, it makes sense.
Oh, that's right. I'm the only one who can approach the
Yeah,
doors.
You're the only
Okay,
one who
so
actually
Yeah.
saw them full on.
do we want to call this, go back up top, defend like the entrances real quick, and like check the seals and rest?
No,
mean,
we
we
blew
might
the
get
seals
another-
up though.
Well,
I blew them up
one
with
door.
fireball.
One door.
One
Oh.
not the outside door nor the stairwell.
You know what, Patty? You've been talking a lot of sense tonight. I really like this new you. This temple looks good on you, Patty. And I gotta say, I'm down for this plan. I mean, we made friends. I feel like our path back down here will be pretty easy. We could tell the gnolls, like, hey, we made good with the harpies. We know the ghouls, you know.
I go back into the harpy room and I look for my harpy friend.
Yeah, they're actually packing up their nests, carefully putting eggs inside the silk cloth bolts that you provided. They don't want to be here. They've been locked here.
Yeah, I speak their names real quick to get their attention,
Yes,
and I
you can
tell
mimic.
them that. Yeah, and I tell them we're about to go up top to rest for the night. Do you want to come with us for safety, and then we can head our separate ways in the morning? And I just, I look to the one, I gently caress her disgusting hair and go, it would be nice to have company.
Wink, wink.
And I look to the other one and I go, my smelly friend would like you as well, I bet.
Oak, what you missed is they finally had a chat about what they should be doing here. You want to inform Thiber what you decided?
Oh yeah. So we talked about like everyone's intention to essentially help this along, and that Patty had the idea that we could go up top and take a look at the seals on one of the doors we didn't explode with fireballs, to get a sense of what potential protectors of the elements we need to extinguish. Because when we killed that fire elemental, it had an overall effect. Like those might be guardians for each of the seals that we need to undo.
Good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, some of us are against it, right? Some of us can't are averted by the seals.
Only Patty can actually approach the seals. Everyone else,
I'm the only one.
you can't keep focus on it. You keep just turning away every time you try and approach it.
These magical seals can't stop me because I can't read.
Well, with that in mind, I try to
superpower of illiteracy.
Finally,
that explains so much. It explains so much.
I saw the seals as well in the dream.
Yes,
and knew that the fire one was gone.
Yeah.
I just didn't get a chance to bring it up before Patty.
Oh,
okay.
That's okay. I don't suppose I can remember what other seals there were as well. I don't know. Maybe we'll get another dream when we sleep tonight as well.
What's your intelligence modifier?
I've got a 14. I don't know.
I tell you what, make an intelligence check.
+1. All right.
We got tons of rerolls too.
That too.
It's elemental, right? I mean, so there you go.
But right, yeah, okay. So 4 of them, and there are 7 in total. What are the others? Well,
The quasi.
Passed.
The quasi elements.
Yeah, it's a low pass, so you can't get it exactly, but yeah, there's more than just the 4 elements. Like the 4 elements were the 4, like in the center cube, as it were. Fire was the top right. Opposed to that on the bottom was water, and then wind and earth. But then there are more. You're correct. There are 7 seals entirely, and you can't remember. Actually, no, you can remember. You just don't know what they signify.
Represent.
Yeah.
And
but there is in the very center of the seal was another emblem, and that's with that low result. You can't remember what that emblem was.
And that's not one of the 7. That's an additional 8th thing.
No, it's one of the 7. Yeah.
It is one of the 7. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Now, for Talina to mention the quasi elementals, would that be okay? Because I'm figuring because she's a druid, right?
It would make sense, but then there would be more than 7. There would be more than 7 seals.
Right, but yeah, I mean, she can at least mention that there are there's smoke, there's magma, there's quasi elements or blendings of 2, because magma, lava's fire and earth blended together.
Mm-hmm.
And mud, earth and water. So, but I don't know.
Yep. The 4 were quite clear. I mean, you can make them out perfectly that they're each of the 4 elements that you know. The other ones, though, were not clear at all what they were. Just other seals.
Well, what did I say? Maybe we'll get a new dream when we sleep on it, or you can ask your dark lady or whatever.
Yeah, so with that in mind, since we're still in this area and talking out the seals and what we remember before we go topside, I'd like to ask our hobby friends, since we're in this room, hey, do you think you could keep watch over us tonight, just in case, something doesn't understand that we're aligned with you? We could all, we've had a really long day.
Again, they're not aligned with anything.
Right.
Right. So they just live here, and they were kind of captured in that room and offered a deal. They're not really aligned with anyone, so it's not like they can tell people to not attack you.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe like, hey, we like
Yeah.
busted the bars. Could you keep an eye out? Like that. That's
Oh, they'll
kinda
certainly keep an eye out. They're nocturnal anyway. They'll be up all
Okay.
night, but they can't just tell people.
They can't
not to
like
attack you.
protect. Yeah.
Sing us lullabies and
Good
charm
good
any enemy that
alarms,
comes
man.
by.
Yep.
It alarms.
All of a sudden, like, do you want to build a snowman? Starts echoing out in the chamber.
So am I
Or-
getting that you want to go back to the surface then? Which way are you
Yes.
going back up? So you can go back through the big battle room and up the center chamber here. I'm just going to ping it. Or back all the way to the seal door that you blew down.
I'd say the closer door.
Oh wait, actually that's where it is right there.
Yeah, we should make just a beeline at this
So,
point.
yep, okay,
yeah,
so
we
you
know
just
that
want to
this
go
area is pretty abandoned
just
at
through
this
there.
point.
Okay.
Quick question. This is just a reach, but maybe. I can perfectly mimic the Harpy song now.
Yes.
Do I have the same effect?
No.
Okay,
No.
okay. It's because the Harpy is singing it. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, they have a charm ability. So, I mean, you can mimic the
Check.
sound, but you can't mimic the magic.
Sad face. Teach me your magics.
Maybe our kids will know the magic.
Listen, if this goes a couple years in game time, I'll have a child at some point that'll be half Harpy that I'll bring up as a new character.
Do you believe in magics?
That'd be
And I
fun.
hope you do.
Well, the way back is unobstructive after that huge just battle in the boneyard here. It's all just a straight jump. So you're going back up. You're down here long enough that it's late into the afternoon, going towards evening when you come back up. So you're back in a place where you can, quote, safely rest. And yeah, you just got to make some decisions here. So between the ghouls and the harpy, they tell you that there's the complex goes down 2 more levels. But only the top level is situated with things that you can really bargain with. After that, there are truly monsters that have taken up residence, and much more difficult. If you ask them about the seals, same effect. Like they get the aversion thing, but they do remember having encountered. So like each level has a seal.
Okay. That's all really good info.
Yeah.
How deep is this thing, do we think?
How deep? You don't know.
The whole of this temple thing. I'm just wondering if we could just flood it out and kill everybody by drowning them all. And, they just going
Except
down.
for the
so-
water elemental part.
I mean, the water elementals, yeah, they would be fine, but it would kill everybody else.
Yeah, you'd only
Finally,
have
we win!
1/4 of a mega dungeon at that point.
Yeah.
I like that the infighting of the factions is won by the water elementals solely because of the tampering of some lazy adventurers. That's fucking perfect.
Left the faucets on.
Yeah, but this is something the
Those
party
sticky
needs
bandits.
to ask themselves what their end goal here is. I mean, like stepping out of character. It's a 3-level dungeon. You can certainly just kick down doors and have fun fighting, but overall, If you're wanting to end the adventure, as it were, there's some specific things you can do, to do it. You know that there are at least 4 factions here, and then
Yeah.
there is a thing here as well that's not necessarily tied to the 4 factions, but are pitting them against one another.
Well, and that's why I asked that question. Is I was trying to figure out, are the robes the overarching thing, or are the robes one of the factions?
It's one of the factions.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Or maybe we can unite the factions and clue them in on the fact that they're being manipulated, and like I said, Machiavellian, kind of overtures made at them. So
I kind of feel like out of character that the next big thing is like contact with one of the factions, right? Is like trying to start that. Because I mean, the slaughtering of things, we can keep being grist for the mill with that for sure. But it sounds like all of us want, after our encounter with this, do want to align. So now we just need to figure out how to do that.
I think we should get a whole bunch of leaflets
Kick tracks.
and then just put the leaflets all over the dungeon. And eventually one of them will see it and contact us. Like, hey, we're camping out up top. We want to join your cult.
Yeah. What was that, Oak? Sorry about that.
Like, do you have time to hear about our Lord and Savior Zogdemoy?
Yeah. You know what? In response to that, Oak, instead of a chicked track, because the harpies are making are laying eggs, they're chick tracks.
Yeah. That's in there. Yeah. So again, this is out of character. You guys can, I'm perfectly fine running a dungeon romp if all you want to do is kill things and make experience. But if you want to just get through this, make a plan, figure out what it is you're wanting to do, and we'll bring it to an end. So, Dion, what do you got going on this week? Anything?
I got the Vandal Hearts 2 ROM working, so we're going to jump into that again, make sure we're consecutive. Otherwise, you can catch me all over Twitch, both on my name Substances Used and on other channels like here, playing TTRPGs with all my super cool, awesome friends like you guys.
Cool. Friendin, what do you got going on?
I am drawing art as per usual on Twitch, mostly tabletop stuff. Additionally, thanks for having me, Bert. So nice to play with all of you. Happy holidays, whatever you do or don't celebrate out there. And let's all survive this end of year season here.
Please.
Yeah.
Richard.
Oh, it's holiday season. Don't forget what this is all about. Forcing a rich person through the use of spirits to pay their employees a decent wage. You can find me doing things which don't earn me a wage at all by playing video games badly, or here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited
time
offer.
No vowels.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, Oak.
We're just good as those harpies.
You got
Charming everyone with us.
Oak, you got anything going on?
Besides playing with y'all, I got a game right after this one, playing some 5e homebrew, as well as Friday and Saturday nights. I'm not sure if we're doing anything this Friday or not. It's going to depend on who all shows up. And that starts at midnight Central Friday and Saturday nights. And other than that, happy solstice and happy Christmas to everybody.
Cool. Jeff, show off that beautiful book.
Oh yeah, where I put it?
So we Dicey Tales is for all purposes. We've got a book. We got a Lulu print.
It's all done here as far as printing. What we're going to be doing is working on. Actually, I'm working on the script for the Kickstarter.
Video
kind of thing. Yeah, video, and then. Well, we're gonna get that going. Our big thing is that Kickstarter's done. I mean, not the Kickstarter's done, but the book itself is done. So that's our selling point.
Yeah, back something that's already completed.
Yeah,
yeah.
100%. Yep. Well, if you found us, you know where we are. Twitch.tv/SteamSteelMurder. We are still streaming through the holiday season. We're playing some BX Friday night. I think we've got enough people. If not, we'll play something. Saturday night, I've got For Coin and Blood on probably Defenders of Cobalt channel. And Sunday, doing something. Don't know what yet, but something. Check out our YouTube channel or join us on Facebook. Check out the bluemagic.com for the podcast, BLUMAGIK. Over 10 years worth of goodness on there. But yeah, lots of stuff. Thanks everybody for playing.
Before you sign off, I need to let you know something. After years, essentially, of being on this channel with you, I checked out bluemagic.com and I've been listening to 10 years of archives over the last week. I finally did it myself, and I have to entreat people. If you've been reticent, there's good shit there. Dive in. It's better than what I contribute to this site, so please go look.
Yeah, Richard's in a lot of them.
Yep.
But it goes back
No,
over a decade.
I haven't known you 10 years. Definitely not. It's only been like 5 years.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm not
Time
that
doesn't
old.
pass
Neither are
at
you.
all. But yeah, really, there's lots of fun stuff in there. Long-term campaigns, short ones, one-shots, all kinds of fun stuff. But guys, thanks for playing. And thank everybody for watching out there tonight.
Merry Christmas.
Good night, everybody.
Holidays.
Have fun.
Happy holidays.